companies who pretend to be investors, that they can issue bond, they can issue certificate, but on the side they have other businesses which become illegal. So I agree with him. The best thing really is, especially if the amount to be invested is really a hard-earned money, whether it's 500 pesos or 1,000 pesos. Take the initiative to really investigate. Because whatever the amount is, at the end of the day, it's so painful that alam mo yun, naloko ka. It's very painful, whether it's 500 or 1,000. The fact that you have the time to check, and then you have the time to verify through your own initiative, then you don't do it, then it's your fault.
Okay. So we're about to, we're going on a break right now. And when we return, we'll try to see the difference between a Ponzi and a pyramiding scam. And we'll try to see what steps you can take, not just to avoid them, but to after you're scammed. You're back on the Business Portal. I'm Boom San Agustin, and this is SME Forum. Well, we left this discussion with one question, right? There seems to be two types of scams proliferating around right now. And one is Ponzi and one is pyramiding. Although from what I heard a while ago, they came from one root. So how do you differentiate the two? Let's start with...
okay. I also made a little research on that. Yes. How come there are two terms? Okay. But if you really look at it, there's no major difference.
Okay.
As mentioned by the SAP chairman, the pyramiding is actually depending on the structure. Its main feature is the structure, but it still follows the Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
So we can say that the pyramid scheme is Ponzified, but with a structure.
Okay.
A Ponzi scheme is, there's only one promoter.
All right.
Whereas in a pyramid structure, there are several people involved, recruiters, to keep up the layering of the pyramid. But Ponzi scheme, there's only one person involved. But with respect to the strategy, the scheme, similar.
Similar strategy.
Yes.
I'll throw this question to you, Ador. Just one thing is that, kasi nung dati naging blown up ito sa Senate, yung kay Balagjay.
Right.
Tibayan, Mateo, these groups, right? Would you classify them as pyramiding or Ponzi?
That is more of investment scam. So I guess it's more of Ponzi scheme because while they started as a corporation, as a group,
yes,
all the money is going to that group of people. That's why I think at the end of the investigation, they were able to identify who are the people liable, and they were able to file cases. In a typical pyramiding, it's very difficult because there are several layers that you cannot pinpoint who started who and whom are you going to run after, because there are already several people in the organization that you recruited him, he recruited me, then he recruited. So a lot of people involved. In that particular case, it's really an investment scam because there are corporations, and if you look at, I guess, in the registration of SEC, they seem to be legitimate, but it's the practice or it's the business itself that becomes legitimate when they were not able to give back anymore the promised profit to the investors.
Exactly.
But I agree with Tony Francis. Ponzi is just part, probably the starting point of the pyramiding.
It's the mother.
Right. It's the mother of the scam.
Or rather, the father. Because
right.
Ponzi was born was an actual person, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was
Charles Ponzi.
Charles
so many
Ponzi,
names.
Right. Yeah.
Started in he was, I think, 1903. And then by mid of the 1915, that's the time that the business collapsed already.
Okay, so just to paraphrase and maybe to help me understand a little bit, Ponzi is not that structured.
Yes.
It's not that structured. While as pyramiding, it has a structure, it has a plan. Right. It's very hard to notice actually sometimes. And sometimes with the some of them actually have products.
Yes, you're right, Boom. In fact, as I've said, there are several areas that you have to look at. Well, having a product is not really a guarantee that, it's not pyramiding. But as I've said a while ago, for you to really distinguish or differentiate pyramiding from a real one is normally if the earning or the income opportunity or the compensation is coming from recruitment of people without any product at all, then chances are it's pyramiding or it's scam. Now, you go to the product. If the product is so-so, meaning you can buy it from an ordinary store and the quality is not good, and the cost to join is exorbitant, meaning it's so high, and there is no warranty or guarantee, then
And no
think
value
twice.
proposition.
That's right. No value proposition to the product. It's chances are it's a scam. May not be pyramiding, but
It's a scam. It's something like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, talking about scams, of course, I've met a number of people who have been victimized by scams, but they don't really complain. They just send out emails, rants. They don't go to DSAP despite what I tell them because ang sabi nila parang wala namang mangyayari. That's the mentality. So, attorney and Dora, how can you assure them that may mangyayari?
Let's
Magsumbong
start
kayo.
siguro with